Growing up, I didn't always have a lot of the things I needed. Being the last born, most of the things I had were things handed down to me from my older siblings or things that once belonged to someone else. And growing up in a middle class family where you literally had to trust God for everything, nothing was just handed to you. There were times I had needs, there were times I had wants. Some were met, some weren't. And sometimes not being able to afford the things you want can push you into a quiet desperation. You start asking yourself, why can't I afford this? Why do people my age have this and I don't? It's frustrating. And if I'm being honest, lack can throw me off balance. Even the small things. There were moments I would sit down and just sigh, God, how will I afford this? How will the funds come? You have dreams, you have plans, but you don't even know how they will be financed. And that question, how, it's one of the biggest questions so many people carry in their hearts. It makes you sad, it makes you confused. And one thing I've realized over time is this: God always provides. Always. When you have a need, run back to God. I remember being in school and wondering how I would fill my gas, and somehow God would send someone. Another time, someone randomly reached out and said they had clothes to give away and they thought of me. And I was just thinking, God, you are aware. You see me. That's when I understood God is deeply aware of everything that concerns us, even the little things. So soak yourself in His reality. Steep yourself in His provisions, in His faithfulness. If you ever feel like you don't have what you need, please don't rush into desperation. God knows, and He provides what you need. Not always when you want it, but always right on time. Life will have demands. When God answers one prayer, another need shows up, and sometimes we forget that He answered the last one. Necessities will never end as long as we are alive. So when you are asking God for something, ask yourself, why do I want this? Am I chasing money out of panic? Or am I pursuing purpose or trusting God to fund what He has called me to do? Because sometimes we ask for things we are not ready to handle. Or we ask for money to buy things we don't yet have the capacity to sustain. Don't rush into something just because you feel behind. Money will come and go. But what matters is that the money that enters into your hands is worth the stress, worth the work, worth the responsibility. The money I don't have today is not money that will never come. I just have to stay diligent, stay consistent, stay faithful to the things that are worth the reward, and trust that the same God who provided before will provide again. In Matthew chapter 6, verse 30 to 34, it says, if God gives such attention to the appearance of wildflowers, most of which are never even seen, don't I think He will attend to me? Take pride in me. Do His best for me. What He's trying to do here is to get me to relax, to not be so preoccupied with getting, so I can respond to God's giving. People who don't know God and the way He works fuss over these things, but I know both God and how He works. Steep my life in God reality, God initiative, God provisions. Don't worry about missing out. I'll find my everyday human concerns will be met. Give your attention to what God is doing right now, and don't get worked up about what may or may not happen tomorrow. God will help you deal with whatever hard things come up when the time is right. God will always make a way for you. You just have to trust Him. You just have to lean to His instructions. You just have to have faith and remove worry. Because let me tell you, your worry is not going to add any single thing to your life. I hope this encouraged you.